Hi, it's Rhonda again from Funky Freaks, and as promised in one of my last videos, I'm putting this together so you can see my yarn hoard. This should be me, really. It's dreadful the amount of yarn that I have. I'm sure a lot of you are probably in the same position. I'm a bit of a hoarder. Definitely a hoarder. I blame my husband for hoarding things in his garage, but I think I'm worse with my yarn. So I'm going to start with the top of one of my wardrobes. Now that's not too bad, is it? A couple of big tubs with greys and blacks together and some white yarn together. I've got some of these grey containers here. There's 3 there. I've actually got 4 in total. The side of that wardrobe, though, I've got some yarn that I get from Deramores. It's a baby soft yarn, really pretty colours. So I keep all those together, but normally I colour coordinate the rest of the yarns. And then just below that, I've got some more yarn that I get from Deramores, which is a Stylecraft yarn, a DK yarn. Again, some nice bold colours. I like to experiment with my amigurumi with those. And my Women's Institute cotton. That was a lovely buy. That proceeds went to charity when I purchased that. And this gorgeous this yarn here, it's an Angora, I think. My daughter bought it for me and I just haven't found anything to use it with, but I want it to be special. And then some odds and sods down the bottom here, some more DK yarn, and some at the back here I've got some chunky yarn that I've made baby blankets with in the past, and this is sort of just the remnants of it. I'm sure I'll find some other things to use that for. Just down the bottom there is where I've got all my packing bits and whatnot. So then I've got the second wardrobe. So inside the second wardrobe, I've got some small containers here, and any odd bits of yarn that I have left over from a project or from a yarn ball, I keep in here, all colour coordinated, and I use those for sort of granny square projects, things like that. So, and then behind there, if I can just move these out of the way carefully without knocking everything over, I've got baskets of more yarn. Again, I try and keep those colour coordinated, the blues together, the greens together. And then behind this one, we've got the browns for my teddy bears and things like that. And some sort of caramel colours, some beiges in there as well. Most of that is acrylic, but I think I've got some cotton in there as well. Down below, I've got a pack that I haven't undone yet and put away because I've got no room. But I had 4 of these from my husband for my birthday. And then in these large boxes, there's hats and scarves in here. These are what I take to my craft fairs. I love the boxes because I can see straight away what I've got in them, and I can take what I want when I've decided what I want to take with me. That little wooden stand is for my key rings that my husband made for me. Baskets, some baskets of sale, some I use to store items in when I'm at a craft fair. And these blankets here, these ones, I've put a video on how to make those, but that's what I use these scrap yarn pieces for. And then I double up my yarn, so that's made those, and then some baby blankets in here. So that's inside, and then above the wardrobe I've got packs of yarn that I haven't really done anything with just yet. I haven't found a use for them, and I haven't really got anywhere inside the cupboard to store them at the minute. Lots of black up there stacked at the back, and this was a secret box, a mix box, surprise box that I bought. Okay, and this is the side section of the second wardrobe. All the pinks and the purples. I've got some yarn cakes in here, lots of acrylic, there's some cotton in here. It goes all the way down the back there. I've got some mega balls of yarn there. And then I've got some cream colours here and some whites. Then some yellows. I've got some real fluorescent yellow at the back there, and some lemon yellow in the front. And then my orange and my mustard colours and my reds and my auburns and all of those sort of autumn colours. So that's the side wardrobe of the second wardrobe. Oh, okay, here we go. So just cutting to those grey boxes that I showed you earlier. These are all the little bits and bobs that I keep. These labels here that I use for products that I either post or that I sell at a craft fair. I can't remember where I got those. I think they were giving those, but they're glue-ons, so I don't really like to use glue-ons. I like safer options. Lady makes these for me from Etsy. She does a really lovely job too. I use these leather ones for blankets and baskets and bags, and the fabric ones I use for smaller items like clothing and what have you. Oh, some odd Christmas tags, some leftovers that I haven't really used yet. Love heart tags, things like that I tend to use for Valentine's Day, but sometimes it's just nice to add them in when you're sending a gift off or sending one of the projects off. These are really cute as well, these little wooden beads. Handmade, these are quite sweet to add to different projects. I don't put them on all my projects. Oh, these discs here, I used those for an advent calendar. These colourful beads here I tend to use for kids projects. The Marcinelli beads are lovely, the Italian beads. These ones are like sweeties in a wrapper, giraffes, and what's this one? Butterflies, is it? Or butterflies, I think. And oh no, dragonflies, these ones. I've had those kicking about for such a long time. What have I got here? Bats for Halloween that I've used sometimes. These are they're sort of not really beads, they're more buttons, I think. That should be in with my blue colour. There's some handmade beads that I got off Etsy. They were beautiful. Yeah, I need to put those into my blues. I like to keep things colour coordinated. Oh, and these are my letters that I have as well. So I've got cubes and love heart letters. What else have I got in here? Just pop those back. There we go. Oh, I haven't really used these. I'm sure I'll find a use for them, but seahorses and sea creatures and seashells, things like that. Here's some of the blues. I think the bag is split. That's why we've got a rogue button, a rogue bead there. But I've got some handmade beads, some plastic beads, acrylic beads, glass beads, all mixed up in there. I should take those out really, if that bag is broken. Get rid of that, throw that in the bin. And then next to that are an assortment of beads that I've had from costume jewellery, garments, things like that, if I'm throwing them out or repurposing them, I'll keep the beads. Some really pretty floral ones in here as well. So I try and keep the sort of textures or the colour schemes the same. And this is for making bracelets and necklaces. So the bead string, it's waxed, so it makes it easier to work with. These are really tiny sort of pearl type beads in here, and for some reason I've got some shark's teeth in there. I'll have to put them somewhere else, think of where to put those. And then I've got some love heart sort of, they've got silver on the back and they're red on the front. My berries, my black berries and my red berries, I love those. I've got some, what are these, strawberries, they're really sweet, and I've got apples, they're really cute too, and I've got some beads here that are sort of like bumblebees, and again I've not used those. They're really pretty, but I'm not quite sure what project to use them with, so I'm sure I'll find something. All these are silver and gold and copper, and they're just every type of shape and size, and so I keep all those together. They're really sweet. And these I bought as a big batch. So these are love hearts, and these are wolves. I've used one of these before on an original Funky Freaks project that I made, a biker dude. And what's this? Love. And then there's sort of made with love, an angel, you're my angel. There we go, made with love on there. So they're quite sweet. And then, oh gosh, if I get cards that have got really pretty embellishments on, or parcels, or anything, I'll keep ribbons, I'll keep bows. You never know when you might need them. Oh, these pegs are really great. When I'm at a craft fair, I can use them to sort of peg up sort of bunting and things like that. Haven't found a use for my combs or my hair ties yet. There's some bunting that I use. I've got some wooden rings here. Could use those for baby teething rings perhaps. These were some stick-on or sew. You can stick them on. I prefer to sew them if I can. I use a very fine needle and thread. Makes them more secure. And these were really expensive beads. I've got these because they're very, very tiny. So I've got them in tubes out the way. These are great. I use these sometimes on my purses. And these are like a battery lit flame. I can't remember why I bought those. These are my little embellishments. There's a black cat. I tend to experiment a lot too, so a lot of the experiments go in here. These were some fluffy flowers that I made. I can't remember. I think I might have seen a pattern or something on YouTube for these, and just made up a few in different thicknesses, and I'm sure I'll find a project that I can use because they're quite pretty, so I'm sure I'll find a project that I can use them on. This was a diamond ring, and it didn't really turn out the way I thought it was, so I've scrapped that idea. Some odd love hearts that I've got here. These were love heart coasters that I'll use one day for something. My teddy bear, I've got a video of my teddy bear, so you should check that out. That's really sweet. These are sort of like 3-leaf clovers. I've got some more coaster mats here that I might use for something else. This I make a lot of these for my cards, for like a new baby and things like that. There's some really pretty cotton flowers that I've used. These tassels I saw, it looked really sweet, but I think I shouldn't really do it in this chunky acrylic yarn. It doesn't really quite work out. Then I've got my sheep and my frog. I love my frog. I've done a few of these. And this was a rabbit, a bunny rabbit, and I don't think it really worked out quite the way I had hoped, so I might try something different. I think I need to separate the head from the front leg. Here's some odd flowers. I've put a hair clip on the back of that one. But again, if I'm experimenting with the design of something, I'll keep it, because you just never know. It might be something you want to repeat, or it might be something you can use later on another project. My butterflies, they're really sweet. The hippo pattern that I have, or the video that I have, the pattern that I've got on Etsy has all of these as embellishments added to the hippo. So they're really cute. A couple of different ways of making them. My Easter bunnies, my bunny rabbits, they're really cute. And these were some flowers that I added beads to. I think there's one with a button. Yeah, there we go. There's one with a button. So they're quite. I've got a lot of those because I can use those for embellishments. My strawberry. Some more odds and sods as far as flowers go. A few different colours, a few different styles. That one's like you make a long chain with that one and wrap it round. And here's some more. Gosh, I've got lots of flowers, haven't I? Oh gosh, look at this one. Huge. Got a big diamond heart in the middle of it. Goodness knows what I'm going to use that for, but I'm sure I'll find something. Tried making a hat, that didn't work, so I've kept it though. And these are just some odd spheres that I've made and curlicues. There's that's the tester. I actually did different colours, but that's sort of a bit like a peacock feather or a peacock leaf type pattern. I've kept that again just as a reminder. Okay, this box is with all my ribbon, and again I try and keep the colours together. I've got some ribbons that are sort of festive ribbons, the Christmas ribbons or new baby ribbons, things like that, so I try and keep those together. The raffia and the wooden blocks there I use for my pumpkins for autumn. And so there you go, some Christmas ribbon there. So I try and keep it all in similar colours. So that's that box. And this is the sewing box. So I've got all the stuff from my sewing machine, tape measures and pins and sewing needles. These cork mats. I did use one of the, oh, there's a wooden one there. I did use a cork mat. I don't think the project really worked out quite the way I wanted it to, so I'll have to find something else to use that with. And then these are all the chains and the circles that I use for the keychains and key fobs. And then my buttons. My buttons are all colour coordinated. Oh, and I've got some eyes in here. I've got the safety eyes with the metal backing, but I've also got these googly eyes as well that stick on, and to be perfectly honest, I don't really like using them. There's the safety ones. Some cat's eyes. They're quite old, I've had those for a while. And oh, some little noses, puppy noses. I think I've got some bigger ones of those as well in here somewhere. Yeah, there's some more of those googly eyes. And there's the rest of the buttons. Blacks and blues and greens and browns. And some assorted ones there. These things here, I had a pre-cut machine, and I used to use it quite a lot for cutting these out as templates for various projects when I was using felt. There we go, some hemming ribbon there. Just a bit of an odd box, this one. So there we have it. You've seen my hoard, my stash. I'm a bit embarrassed, if I'm honest. I've got far too much, and I'm sure one day it will all find a use. But for now, it's all kept in 2 wardrobes, and it's inside the wardrobe, it's on the top of the wardrobe. If I had space underneath, it would probably be underneath the wardrobe as well. So tell me what you think. Let me know if you've got a hoard stash as bad as mine, or even worse. I'd like to see that, because I wouldn't feel quite so guilty. So there you have it. That's my yarn hoard. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again sometime in the future.